Good morning. Today, Friday, is a pretty easy day, and many of you may have gotten ahead. The marking period is ending soon, so if you are ahead, it's a great time to check Sapphire to see what assignments you might be missing. But remember, if assignment isn't graded, then that just is, if it's empty, it's not graded, and just be patient and I'll get to it. So this is the stream where you'll look for announcements while we're gone next week, links to my Zoom, things like that. But if we go to Classwork, today's work is the book questions, chapter 4, and we're finishing up. This whole big thing is due Monday, but pacing-wise, you should be on the last slide today if you've been keeping up. So I'm going to press the arrow at the bottom here to find my slides. There are my slides. I'm not in them yet, so in the upper right corner we have the square arrow. The square arrow, I'm going to press that to open it in slides so I can edit. Now this is my fake student Mookie. He's not been doing a very good job. But we had 6 questions on the first slide. Then we had some drag and drop matching items. If you deleted an item, you can just type in the text box for what's missing. Then we had 7 more questions for section 2. We had an article to read. You can click the link to open the articles. The articles are also in the description of the Google Classroom assignment. But today we are here. And so we have some textbook questions. So to get the textbook, if you want to split screen and not carry your textbook, then we go back to Google Classroom and drag it up. We hit the Done button, the X, and down arrow, and we can reveal the red link, the Google textbook. Below that is the link for the article for slide 4 and the YouTube video for slide 4. But let's open that red link. It's a Google PDF, and then we can look at the pages involved. So what do we got? We got page 92. Here's where section 3 starts. And the first picture there is of binary fission. But why do your cells constantly need to be replaced? Well, in your stomach, they constantly need to be replaced because it's so acidic, it's destroying itself. And then why is binary fission so simple? Well, look at the inside of that. There's nothing going on. So it's a very quick process because they don't have any of those complicated parts that are right there that I zoomed in on. And then what do we look at here? How many chromosomes? That's on the next page. Chromosomes are the parts of DNA. And so for bacteria, they're circles, and they don't even care if you get all the DNA into your next bacterial offspring. But the numbers involved are here for fruit flies, potatoes, and humans. There are many other chromosome numbers, and actually chromosome number on its own isn't a sign of how complicated something is. To do the last bit, it's another drag and drop for the steps of mitosis. In previous years, we drew this, so you will just go to page 94 and 95 and match the pictures. So before mitosis, what we have is a circle, which is the cell, and the smaller circle, which is the nucleus where the DNA is. And the DNA is all kinds of like squiggly. So the circle with the circle and squiggly DNA. Oh, it didn't let me drag the first time. That happens. There we go. Be careful, though. Don't delete these objects. So right there, it left an image of the object, but if it has a shadow, it's the object to drag and drop. All right, next up, phase 1, mitosis begins. So the chromosomes condense into these X-like shapes. They're like X's, and they get on fibers, but they're not in the middle yet. So X-like shapes and on fibers, that would be this one, where the nucleus just dissolved. And then you just keep going, and you move them over and match the steps. Now here they don't tell you the name of the phase. The phases have name, so the numbers are the same. So we have prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. They don't think you can handle that. But there's only 4 steps to mitosis, but what happens before in yellow and at the end, cytokinesis, is very important. Now the last question in our bookwork, how plant cells divide differently, is after mitosis, plant cells get an extra step, and you need to read about that extra step, which is in the paragraph and also shown in this picture. All right, hopefully that helps. As always, email if you have questions, and I'll try to get back to you. And I'm zooming from 11 to 11:30 as normal.